Hey YouTube family! If you're liking the recaps, please show your support by liking and subscribing to help us to keep rolling them out. Now let's get right into it. If you think you've had a bad day, let me introduce you to Keke Palmer and SZA in One of Them Days, a movie where everything that can go wrong, does, and somehow, it keeps getting worse. Rent problems, gangsters, and fire. Oh yeah, it's one of those days. We meet Dreux, played by Keke Palmer, and Alyssa, played by SZA, two broke best friends just trying to live their lives. They're chilling in their apartment, thinking today's gonna be smooth. But no! Out of nowhere, the landlord rolls up like, "Where's my money?" And when I say this man is not playing, he gives them until the end of the day to come up with $1,500 or they're out on the street. And here's the real kicker, they thought the rent was already paid because Alyssa's boyfriend Keyshawn was supposed to handle it. But Keyshawn? Completely vanished with the rent money. So now, Keke and SZA are on a mission to track him down. First stop? Bernice's house. Now Bernice is that one woman in the neighborhood who is always ready to fight. She opens the door like, "What do y'all want?" And sure enough, Keyshawn is sitting there on her couch, posted up like life is good, sipping juice like he didn't just run off with their rent money. When they confront him, this man has the nerve to say he spent the rent money on a t-shirt business. Yes, a t-shirt business. No inventory, no website, no business cards, just vibes. I wanted to jump through the screen and ask, "Sir, where are the shirts?" Then to make it worse, as they argue in the driveway, Dreux accidentally knocks Bernice to the ground with a truck door. So now Bernice wants revenge on top of everything else. So next move? They go to the bank and try to get a loan. And y'all, this scene is a whole comedy by itself. Dreux and Alyssa walk into the bank trying to act professional, but let's be real, they're 2 seconds away from crying. Their hair's a mess, clothes wrinkled, and they look like they've been through it, because they have. They sit down with the bank manager, and you can already tell this woman is tired of broke people walking in here. She gives them that tight customer service smile, like, "How may I disappoint you today?" Dreux starts explaining all polite, "We just need a little help to get through a rough patch." Meanwhile, Alyssa is nodding like, "Yeah, just a tiny $1,500. The bank manager opens her laptop, pulls up their info, and y'all, when she sees their credit? She starts squinting like, oh no, wow. Like, girl, you don't have to react like that, we know we're broke. And then she hits them with that fake nice voice, unfortunately, and we all know when they start a sentence like that, it's over. As if that wasn't bad enough, she adds, "But we do offer free financial literacy workshops if you're interested." A workshop? Ma'am, we need money, not a TED Talk. Dreux and Alyssa leave that bank broke, sad, and probably considering a life of crime at this point. Alyssa's probably thinking, should we have just brought a ski mask instead? Now they're really desperate. And that's when they get the bright idea to donate blood for money. Because when life is beating you down, you start looking at everything like a hustle. They show up to the donation center like, "Hi, we'd like to sell our blood, please." You can already tell this is not gonna go well. Alyssa is sitting in the chair looking around like, why are these needles so big? Are they taking all my blood or just a little bit? Dreux is trying to act calm, but she's gripping that chair like she's in a roller coaster. The nurse walks over, smiling, "This your first time donating?" And Alyssa's like, "And probably the last." So the nurse brings out this massive needle, and Alyssa's face just goes pale. Dreux is like, "Girl, get it together, we need this money." The nurse sticks Dreux first, and she's holding onto that chair for dear life, like, "If I pass out, I pass out." Meanwhile, Alyssa is over there trying to negotiate, like, "Do I get paid extra if I cry?" But then, just when you think it's going okay, Dreux starts moving a little too much, and before you know it, the whole blood bag slips off the chair and hits the floor. Blood everywhere. Everyone in the room is staring, and the nurse knows. "If we can't collect the blood, we can't pay you." So now they're even more broke, and also probably 1 pint short of blood. Alyssa's like, so you mean to tell me I almost fainted for free? They walk out holding juice boxes to keep from collapsing, and you can just feel the rock bottom moment. And what do you do when everything else fails? Sit in a fast food joint and stare at the wall. But while they're sitting there, Dreux sees a pair of Air Jordans hanging from a wire, and suddenly, they have a plan. If they can get those Jordans down, they can sell them. So next thing you know, they're outside acting like this is the Olympics, climbing poles, throwing things, Dreux almost getting electrocuted, Alyssa screaming, "Girl, be careful." But they do it. They actually get the sneakers. They sell them for $1,500 and think, finally, we're saved. But nope. Because guess who shows up again? Bernice and Keyshawn. Another fight breaks out and Bernice snatches the money. Then they get a call from King Lolo, a gangster, who says those Jordans were his and now they owe him $5,000 by 10 p.m. or else. Now they're broke, about to be evicted, chased by a gangster, but instead of giving up, they go to their artsy neighbor Bethany, who suggests throwing an art show. Because yes, when life falls apart, why not get creative? They throw an art show, people show up, it's vibing, for once, it looks like things might turn around. But King Lolo shows up, ready to collect. A fight breaks out, something catches on fire, and the place goes up in flames. Just when you think it's over, Maniac, Dreux's firefighter crush, shows up and saves them. Finally, one man doing the right thing. And then comes the twist, King Lolo gets arrested because of Alyssa's earlier tip about the sneakers. Now they're free from all the drama. By the end, Dreux gets her dream job, Alyssa becomes a recognized artist, and they move into a new apartment, rent paid, no gangsters, no Keyshawn, and finally, peace. One of them days is what happens when life throws everything at you, but you survive anyway. It's funny, chaotic, and real. Now I want to know, what's the worst one of them days you've ever had? Drop it in the comments because I know y'all got some stories. And if you made it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe for more funny recaps, and share this with a friend who's having one of them days right now. And remember, if today feels like one of them days, you're gonna make it. See y'all in the next one. Be blessed.